All right, looks like we're live. I missed that second beep. Hi, everybody. It's Nick Giammarino from Global Currency Reset. Okay, well, I just got the news report today. It's now Thursday, November 6th, 2014. It's about 12 in the morning here. And this is a report out of Reuters about 17 hours ago about the silver price tumble triggers global scramble for coins and bars. And demand for silver has been strong over the last few months, but retailers say buying interest has soared in recent days as the metal has slid toward its lowest level since 2010. Silver fell to 4.5-year lows at $15.17 an ounce on Wednesday. That was just about 7 minutes ago for me here. So a lot of eagles are being sold. Here's another article here. U.S. Mint temporarily sold out of silver eagles amid huge demands. All right, so, okay, what does this have to do with currencies? Well, I've been always saying that it's good to have a little bit of silver, a little bit of gold as a backup, just because, they can't print silver and they can't print gold, but with money, they can hyperinflate that. They can do whatever they want with that. And historically, the gold-silver ratio has been about 16. Here's an article here out of Investopedia.com. It talks about how 323 BC, it was about 12.5. Roman Empire was at 12. At the end of the 19th century, it was basically 15. And then in 1980, it hit 17. 1991, nobody really wanted silver, so it peaked. It was 71. And for 2007, a few years back, right before the collapse, it was 51. So people, if you're not sure about how the silver-gold ratio works, or I think it's more importantly called the gold-silver ratio, let's just go ahead and look at a currency chart. So here's the 24-hour chart for gold and silver, and you can see it fell about 71 cents in just a span of that's about 12-hour time lapse right here. Okay, the markets are open right now. Let me show you. This is kitco.com, kitco.com. So the market is closed in New York, but it's open overseas. So you see this thing usually where the market will fluctuate quite a bit. So down here we can see the gold-silver ratio is at, hold on a minute, gold-silver ratio is 74.63. Okay, so you want to calculate that. That's pretty simple. Here's a calculator. I'm just using the Microsoft one. Let me clear this off. Okay, so we can see here that the gold price is $1144.10. So that's $1,144.10. And we're going to divide that by the price of silver, $15.33. So just do this. And boom, there you have it, 74.63. So that shows you how to calculate the gold-silver ratio. Take the price of gold, divide it by the price of silver. Pretty simple, right? Okay. Now, this article that I was reading talks about how if you want to trade, you can actually trade the ratio. But one thing this doesn't mention is about how much silver is actually pulled out of the ground. So I was searching for an article, and this article right here is a good one. It's from resourceinvestor.com. I'll give you guys all the links to this so you can read it yourself. So this article, let's see, this was posted back in May of last year. And if you read it carefully, what it actually says is the natural ratio of the occurrence of silver to gold in the ground is typically estimated at roughly 9 ounces of silver to 1 ounce of gold. And the recent trading price of 62, like we said, it's 74 now, to 1 is almost 7 times higher. So we can do is we can actually look at this calculator I have where it'll calculate the percent of increase. So let's just go back to the ratio one more time that we were looking at earlier, and we'll use this chart to calculate how much silver could actually increase. So okay, so right now we have 1144. That's the price of gold, okay? So let's go ahead and clear off our calculator and throw it back in here. So here's 1144.10. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to divide it by 9. Okay, we divide it by 9. Look at the number we get. We get $127.12. So let's put that in the calculator. Okay, so I have 127.12. And go back one more time. And we know that the price of silver right now is only $15.33. So we're going to copy that and put this into the calculator as well. And what this is basically going to say is if the current price of silver, which is 1533, if it were to return to the normal ratio, remember the ratio now is 74, if it returned to that ratio of 9 ounces, then the percent increase you could get is 729%. So it's a pretty huge increase. That's over 7 times increase. Is that possible? Yeah, definitely. It just depends on silver shortages, if they have issues with mining, because right now it costs a lot more to mine than the actual price of silver. It costs over $20 an ounce to mine, but the price is only $15.33. That's why you see a lot of mining companies basically just shutting down, laying off workers, and they're just going to wait till that ratio, kind of goes up a bit, or they're going to wait till the price of silver increases to, $23, $25, which, there's no reason why the price should be this low. We know that a few days ago the Fed announced that they were no longer going to be doing quantitative easing, so obviously that triggered the markets to kind of drop the price of silver. A lot of people did some naked short selling, which means they didn't actually have silver. They were just trading on a derivatives market, and the price of silver collapsed as a result. So that's the reason we're seeing the price of silver so low. But again, it could definitely go up to that rate. And with silver at the price of 127, this is assuming that the price of gold would not change. The price of gold would still remain at 1144, and that's just keeping in tune with the ratio being 9 instead of what it is right now, which is ridiculously high of 74. What this means is you can buy 74 ounces of silver, or you can buy 1 ounce of gold, and the price would be the same. So you guys can go here to Kitco, and you can see that update every day if you'd like. You can even pull up the historical gold-silver ratio as well. So, in fact, I might even have that. Here's the historical gold-silver price ratio. You can see where it was in 1990. It was close to 100, and then it's kind of fell downwards a bit. When a lot of the people were saying that there was going to be a collapse, this was like around 2001. You can see silver was around 30 to 40. It was just kind of trading in that area, and then it's just been steadily going up since then. So right now we're at about 74 for gold and silver. Now, I've been telling you guys for a while that I do buy silver, I do buy gold. I'm not really too concerned of it when it goes down. I just know that it's going to eventually go back up. I mean, there's no reason to just be buying currencies. You've heard my interviews with different people, with Willem Medical, for instance, and even he says it's good to have a little hedge. It's good to have gold, silver, real estate. You need to have hard assets, and most investors are not. The Warren Buffetts of the world, the Hugo Salinas Price, they're not holding cash. I mean, they do obviously have cash because they have businesses that they run, but you'll hear from people like Mike Maloney. You'll hear from people like even Warren Buffett had a whole bunch of silver. You'll hear from Robert Kiyosaki. What are some other names? Donald Trump. I mean, a lot of these guys will have tons of silver, tons of gold. So here's what I've done is, obviously I'm going to be making a purchase pretty soon, but I'm just letting you guys know that the price is at a 4.5-year low, and this shouldn't be happening because, with quantitative easing, even though it stopped, there's no reason that the silver price should be this low because all that money that they printed, it's got to be accounted for in some way or another. So silver's going to have to make up for the price. I just don't see the price staying where it is. I mean, it's going to have to go back to the ratio. I mean, even if it goes back to 15, we can calculate 15, and that's a little more realistic probably. So even if you did 15, it's not going to be the 729%. I mean, we can figure that out right now. Let's just go ahead for the heck of it. Okay, so we have 1144.10 here. Let's just plug this in the calculator real quick. And we'll just divide that by, I think I said 15, didn't I? Let's see. Okay, yeah, let's just do 15. Okay, so that brings it to $76.27. Here, I'll just copy this. And let's go to the calculator. And so you still have about a 400% increase if it goes to that ratio of 15. But, like all the geologists have been saying, they're only pulling about 9 ounces of silver for every 1 ounce of gold. Okay, so again, you guys I'll put the article links up, but this is huge right now. This isn't one of those things where I'm just making stuff up. This is really happening. The mint sold out of silver eagles. I've been telling you guys for a while to buy it. So if you want to know where, it's very simple. You're on the homepage of Global Currency Reset. There's a little store link right here. It'll just open up into an Amazon store. everything you guys need. If you want to buy gold, if you want to buy silver, if you want to buy dinar, there's links for dinar. Any of the books, if you guys aren't sure what's happening, there's some books here you could check out. Vietnamese dong, which you can buy at your bank. I even made this note here. You can purchase dong at your bank, but if you don't have a bank, then fine. You can buy it from here. Rupiah. I've been to Indonesia. It's a nice country. It has a chance of improving its economy. It's still a speculative investment, so I don't hold a lot of it. I hold a little bit of all these currencies. China's the big one. China's probably going to have a much bigger economy than the United States in a couple of years. In fact, it may already be that. So you can buy some yuan here. You can also buy this at your bank if you call them up. Okay, you don't have these links are really just for guides. If you guys want to buy silver, here you go. I mean, there's plenty of pages on silver. So figure out what you want to get. If you just want to get like 1 coin or 2 coins. I mean, you can just buy it directly off of Amazon. That's what this is. This is Amazon.com. You can see. So yeah, you would just add this to your shopping cart, and yeah, there you go. But check the prices. There's a lot of different prices on here. You can see some of these are at 25. The prices are going to go up. Now, here's one thing that you guys need to keep in mind. Amazon.com doesn't automatically update the prices for the vendors. Amazon has their own prices that go up. For instance, like if you bought a toothbrush, an electronic toothbrush, that price would go up, right? But when you're looking at coins like this, these are all individual sellers. Okay, these are just regular like mom and pop companies. You can see if you click this button, it'll show you who's selling it. See all these different people? Now here's the thing. Let's say the silver price in one day doubles. Let's just say the dollar is no longer their world reserve currency, and the dollar completely collapses and silver doubles the next day. These prices are not going to update because these people are probably going to be so distracted they're not even going to have time to log into Amazon and update. These prices are not automatically updated. Okay, I've been tracking things for a while. When silver falls, these prices stay the same. When it goes up, they stay the same. It may take a day, it may take 2 days, it may even take a week actually, but these prices do not change immediately. These are not real-time prices. Now you can always go to probably a website that will probably charge a little bit more money for silver, because they have commissions and everything. But I just choose Amazon. I mean, the reason I put these links up honestly was for me, because this was like a private thing that I was doing, because I knew I had experiences before where I wasn't able to buy silver eagles. So I said, I'm just going to create bookmarks, and when the silver price goes up really high, I'm going to start buying it before people start raising their prices. And that's precisely what this is for. There's a whole bunch of pages. Like here's one where you can buy 100 ounces of silver for just, look at that, $23.74, which is lower than all these prices. That's $23.74. Just do the math, $23.74 per ounce. That's pretty cheap. So, I could always just click that. Just think about this. If the price of silver doubles, these prices are not going to go up immediately. So you could just boom, click that, buy them, and there you go. You get the silver eagles. You get 5 rolls of 20 straight from the mint. Now, I'm not saying you guys have to buy from this link. I'm just saying that this is just as the prices are not going to go up. I mean, if something happens with the dinar, and let's say the dinar value changes, these prices are not going to change immediately because it requires a lot of effort. These people have to log in. They have to find their page where they have their prices. They have to update their prices, save it, submit it to Amazon, and then it gets approved. So, like I said, if there was a revaluation, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, and a dinar goes up maybe to a penny, which that's not even really, to me, that's not possible right now. Maybe down the road, but then again, what are you going to get for that penny? Is the dollar going to be worth enough? I don't know. I prefer to buy silver, and I prefer to buy gold. Now, here's the thing. Gold is super overvalued right now, so I am not buying gold. I'm just keeping this up there just in case. I trade on cycles. Okay, I'm a cycles investor, and right now, silver is extremely undervalued. As we've been discussing, silver needs to return to that ratio of 15, and it's way up there at 74, almost 75. Okay, it's ridiculous that the price is like that. So you can see the huge drop that they've had in the silver price. Okay, I mean, it went down within the last 2 days. It went down like $1. It's crazy. So here's the thing. It's a great time to invest in silver. As I've been saying for over a year, you guys really should get into silver. You could get into gold, but I'm more of a silver guy because right now we can see how cheap it is. We haven't seen these prices since, what was it, 2010? It's been 4.5 years since the price has been this low. So I'm buying silver, and I'm buying a lot of it, and I'm buying it now. I am not waiting until the price goes back up to 20 bucks. So I'm letting you guys know that that is my plan. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just going to tell you that it has worked really well for me. I have purchased coins that were numismatic, which are the really, really fancy, beautiful coins, the old coins, and I've sold those right when the silver price was hitting around 30 bucks. And I took all those gold coins, I converted them to silver. Okay, and that was worth it to me, because if I would have put in cash, there was nothing I'd be able to spend in it, and the cash would have just been worthless. So I put it into silver, and now I have a good amount of silver from that exchange. So that was a good decision on my part. For you guys, I'm telling you, if you even have $1, if you have $2, just go buy some silver. It's cheap. You know, if you have a few bucks, just get some silver. And you know you have some money. You know you can buy one silver coin. But if you can't, then what I would suggest you do is stop buying currencies and try to focus on making some more money. You know, there's plenty of opportunities. I've been working online for a couple of years now, and it's really been helping me out. I've got over 100 websites that I manage. It's a huge huge undertaking to have all these websites. But yeah, I do focus on you guys, and I want to just keep you informed as to what I'm doing, and this is what I'm doing. I'm buying silver, and I'm buying a lot of it. Okay, so that is it. If you guys have questions, you can always email me. To email me directly, I kind of set up a little buffer. Just go to the newsletter. Subscribe to the newsletter. Okay, totally simple. Just click subscribe to the free newsletter, enter your name, and then enter your email address, whatever email address is, and then hit continue. And you're not going to get any spam from me. I do not spam people. I think in the last 6 or 7 months, I think I sent out one sales message where I was saying check out this book, and that was only because I actually own the book. In fact, let me go ahead and show that to you guys really quick. The book is called, it's actually a series of books, but they're called Conquering the Collapse. So let me just go ahead and load that up real quick for you guys. There's a whole bunch of Conquering the Collapse books. You can see them right here. 17 food items to hoard in a crisis. Look at this. This is just huge. You want protein, coconut, sugar, honey, pasta. Well, I can't really go into too much of that. But just look at these articles. A basic guide to edible plants, a basic guide to survival shelters, bartering skills, bulletproof strategies, and then, of course, Conquering the Collapse. That's the main book. It's 109 pages, you can see. And I actually have the physical copy. You can get the physical copy. It's just, I think you pay like $5 shipping for it. And it's just full of stuff. You know, is employment rate dropping? Talks about what happens when the power goes out, if you guys are going to get like a solar heater, how to get fires going, how to survive an economic meltdown. I mean, this book is awesome. Okay, you can always buy it and then have it printed out at Staples. I mean, that's an option. But you own the book, and you know, I would share it with people personally. You'd be a horrible person if you didn't share this book with your family. But this is really going to help you out. I actually did put a link on the website for that. So the Conquering the Collapse book, the link, all right, collapse information related to the reset. And then there's some samplers right here. So if you want to check out the samplers, again, the link for that, let me show you where it was. You know, you've got the guide to buying dinar, breaking news, and then it's right here where it says collapse article PDFs, okay? So that's it right there, and then you'll see these PDFs right here. You guys can download these. See, PDF sampler of the first book. So you can click that, just download it to your computer, open it, and then what I do is I have the PDF right there. You guys can just see what the titles are, and then there's a link to actually buy it if you want to buy it. You don't have to, but you know, I'd be crazy if I said you don't need this book. You definitely need this book. You totally need to be prepared. And then there's the video right here. I typically just try to close the window, and then I click stay on page, because then you don't have to watch the whole video. You can just read the article, and if you've already made up your mind that you're going to need this, then I just scroll to the bottom, and then just add to cart, and there it is. You got it. So it's as simple as that. Okay. All right. So I guess that's it, guys. And if you have any questions, just let me know. All right. Thanks very much. Talk to you soon.